Medfit Rehab founder Joanne James is a medical exercise specialist. Medfit Rehab, restoring strength and movement, making a difference in people's lives. 647-259-5481. Columbus Center, Athletic Department, Dufferin and Lawrence, medfitrehab.com. If you're suffering from a host of medical problems, diabetes, osteoporosis, neurological, cardiovascular disorders, or cancer, Joanne James, medical exercise specialist for over 25 years, can develop an exercise program that will make your post-rehab effective and inspiring. Medfit Rehab will provide a hands-on, professionally supervised conditioning program. Medfit Rehab, Columbus Center, Athletic Department, Dufferin and Lawrence, 647-259-5481, medfitrehab.com. Hi, Michelle. How are you this morning?
I'm well, Zelda. How are you?
I'm fine. Nice to have you with us.
Thank you.
Now, this is trying to be perfect can cause anxiety. I mean, who in the world believes they can be perfect? And it absolutely could cause great anxiety to other people as well as, people around you who'd have to deal with this perfect person.
Right, yes. Well, by definition, no human being can be perfect. I think we all have our ideals that we strive for, whether that's through somebody that you see, most notably in magazines, on television, things like that. People, especially people that are exercising too, it always seems like everybody is, working at a level or maybe achieving things greater than you, when in fact that's not the case. So ultimately it comes down to, while everyone has an idea of what perfect is, if you're striving for an ideal that is not realistic, for example, if you want to lose weight and you want to lose a certain amount of weight by a certain amount of time, or a certain amount of weight in general, and it's not appropriate for your body, and you have to understand that that's the case, because like you say, I mean, it's almost a given. You are going to be anxious if you cannot achieve your goal, but you're also going to be anxiety-ridden during your days because you're not going to be able to relax, right? And like you said, people around you are not going to be thrilled either because it's stressful for everybody.
But the point is that satisfaction when you're exercising. Every time I try something new or I extend myself a little bit, I feel really good about it. But I don't expect perfection, because then what else do I need to do?
Yeah. And you know what? Probably the best takeaway message from this is not to expect perfection. It's to expect what you strive for, your own personal best. And to be very honest of what that means, because most people put too high expectations on themselves, which applies a lot of stress and a lot of unnecessary suffering. On the flip side, though, some people don't think high enough, so they're not actually understanding of what their full potential might be, so they're kind of settling. So, again, that's where we can help at Medfit, and that's why other professionals are helpful, because we can share ideas. If you say, well, I want to get stronger, I want to lose weight, I want to get rid of some of the pain from my joint issues, whatever, well, we can help you find a program that is going to help you achieve those goals, or at least work toward it. Again, the basic idea of striving for perfection is quite frankly ludicrous, and no one should be striving for that.
But is there something that you could say, perfect, you did that perfectly, so you did the next thing imperfectly? I mean,
yes.
Even if you're perfect to yourself, you're going to make a mistake. It's only
of course
common knowledge.
Well, the thing is, referring to what you just said, there is such a thing. I mean, there is perfect, we talk about perfect form. So perfect, if you're doing a squat, for example, there is what is considered a perfect form. Your feet are in the right position, your legs are in the right position. I mean, there is that kind of perfect form. But even then, there's always a little bit of variation depending on the surface that you're working on, depending on your limb length and all that kind of stuff. So yes, if we ever utter the words perfect, it usually refers to the form or something related to that, as opposed to somebody attaining something, because there's nothing that you can really attain that's perfect outside of, like I said, sometimes getting the form just right.
Well, I think that, people can strive for something. If you're a gymnast or you're in a field where you're doing something that is you're in competition, you strive for perfection. But when you're working out and you're getting advice from people like yourself and Joanne, I mean, you do the very best you can, and that's it.
Exactly. And again, a good distinction you brought up too. If you're a gymnast, there is such a there is a perfection. To get a perfect 10, we call it, but that's a competitive athletic endeavor. For most people, again, I think it might be maybe the idea of the label perfect is maybe part of the issue, because you still want to have goals that challenge you and that make you work and that make you feel like you've accomplished something.
Yeah, but you don't want to put a label on yourself of looking for perfection. Michelle, we're totally out of time. We're going to talk again on Sunday. Thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful day.
Thanks so much. You too, Zelda.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Joanne James, founder and medical exercise specialist of Medfit Rehab, will improve your overall health through medical exercise. Contact Joanne James, 647-259-5481, Columbus Center Athletic Department, Dufferin and Lawrence, medfitrehab.com.